What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. Lately we've been merchant fulfilling orders like crazy, and I know a lot of you don't do that or don't do it very often. So today we're going to show you how we merchant fulfill orders.
Hopefully this will help you if you want to get into merchant fulfilling, and sometimes it can be intimidating learning about the different ways to ship and the different prices, and sometimes people don't want to do it because you can lose a lot of money in shipping. So hopefully we can help you so that doesn't happen to you.
There are numerous ways and numerous items you can ship, so this won't cover every single possibility, but this will cover the vast majority of the things that we typically merchant fulfill.
So first of all, we typically merchant fulfill items that are going to be less than 16 ounces when you have the item, the packing, and everything together. So that means the item, the box, the bubble wrap, or if you're going to use a padded envelope, whatever you're going to put it in, if you weigh all that together and it's less than 16 ounces, that's what we typically merchant fulfill.
The reason for that would be first class shipping. Anything under 16 ounces for Amazon or eBay is first class, which is way less expensive than Parcel Select or Priority Mail. And that's really what you shoot for most of the time, unless the profit really is there for items bigger than that. Sometimes you determine what type of packaging you use based on the weight. Sometimes a box might get it to 1.1 pounds, so then you might try a bubble mailer to get it under 16 ounces.
But the most important thing is that the item arrives to the customer without getting damaged. So if it's going to be getting damaged in a bubble mailer, where if you put it in a box it's going to be over a pound, but in a bubble mailer it's under a pound, but if it gets put in a bubble mailer it's going to be damaged, then sometimes we won't merchant fulfill it because then you're going to get negative reviews and that's going to hurt your account.
Yeah, a lot of times Amazon returns like boxes of sugar packets to us in bubble mailers, and it comes back like a car ran over it. So something like that, a soft cardboard box, we typically will go with a box to ship that in.
So if it's something that you want to ship that has very good profit, that's over 16 ounces, that's where you get into priority mail. And so there's different ways to ship priority mail, and we will show you our favorite way to do that as well. Let's start with first class and show you some of our some of the different padded envelopes and boxes that we use for first class, because it just tends to fit everything that we want. There's 3 sizes of padded envelopes that we use, and then the big guy. We will link everything below, but a lot of things fit in this little one, and then we have medium size and then the big one. We also have these white poly mailers that we bought for eBay. We use these typically for eBay for shipping out clothing, and we'll use these in a pinch for Amazon if we run out of our bubble mailers. Okay. So that's all of the bubble mailers, and we a lot of stuff can go in there. Toys, if the toy is sturdy enough that it's not going to get damaged.
A lot of personal care items.
Yeah.
Vitamins, deodorant, things like that won't just get damaged real easily if it's dropped.
Anything that's sturdy enough that it's not going to get damaged.
And then you really have to have a good supply of boxes. We use these 6x6x6 boxes a lot.
I'm gonna back up for this part.
And we use these that are about 7x5x4 or 8x6x4. These fit most first class items pretty well. You might need a little bubble wrap to pack it. We order these off Amazon, usually in packs of 25 or 50, and they come pretty lightweight. There's also these from Walmart, but these are heavy duty and weigh a little bit extra. Sometimes this will bump you up to a higher shipping bracket, and so we'll only use these on occasion if we have to. But they are a good box and easy to find at any Walmart.
And the weight of the box is important. You don't want to be paying extra on shipping just because your box weighs a lot.
Yeah. We would probably pay under 50 cents per box on bulk orders when you do it online. Usually getting it locally from stores, it would be higher retail.
So you're paying extra for the box and you're paying extra for the shipping because the box weighs a lot. So that's everything for doing first class. The other items that you would need is just regular paper to print out your packing slip, and then shipping labels.
Which is the 2 per sheet.
See, there's one label, and then there's one label. So you use that when you're shipping in your FBA shipments. It's the same label. So you use that when you're doing your merchant fulfill shipments as well. Each shipment only takes one label, and so then you can use the next label for the next shipment.
And then of course bubble wrap. This is probably our favorite thing for packing boxes. We get this off of Amazon. That's the best deal. It does usually not come prime, so it will take 5 to 7 days to get there. You can also get this from like Walmart or Office Depot or Staples, but it will be more expensive there.
The other place we like to get a lot of our supplies is eBay. And that does also take longer because you can't get it prime. But right now, almost all of our sources that we get stuff from Amazon is sold out FBA. So it's going to take long if you get it from Amazon or eBay. So just know that. And we have tried to really bulk up our supplies because we know it's taking long to get a lot of these supplies. So that is everything for merchant fulfilling for first class. Now the cost for first class depends on how much it weighs. So if you have something that weighs like 2 to 4 ounces, that's where it's going to cost $2.50 to $3.50. There's a scale, I tried to look it up, but Amazon gets like a % off.
Yes.
So what it says on USPS is not what you pay on Amazon. So from what we've experienced is if it's 2 to 4 ounces, it's like $2.50 to $3.50.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I think it's every 4 ounces, like 4 to 8, it bumps it up a little. 8 to 12 up a little more, and then over 12 you're going to be paying at least $5 for that, which still is way better than any other shipping options out there. $5 is pretty acceptable for most things.
Yeah, and that's sort of where we figure like the really small stuff is the $2 to $3, and then when it's around 8 ounces we know it's going to be about $4, and then if it's over the 12 ounces, that's when we're going to be paying $5. And as long as it's less than 16 ounces, don't round up to 16 ounces, put in that 15.9 ounces, then you'll still be paying that first class rate.
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes you will have to ship things priority mail that are over a pound. It could be your items over a pound, or people buy multiples. So you might have 3 things that normally would be 8 ounces, and now they're going to be almost 2 pounds. So you need supplies for that as well.
And it's great when you get those multiple offers. And remember when somebody buys multiples, like I said, if usually you get one order and that costs you $3 to ship out, and now somebody bought 3 at one time, well, you sort of figured in $3 to ship, so you now sort of have $9 to play with. So if you ship something out for $8, then you're actually saving $1 on shipping.
So when we have priority mail shipments, our favorite thing to use is
Dun, 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 dun.
the USPS flat rate padded envelope. You can get these for free from any post office. You can also order them online and they'll be delivered to your door, which unfortunately takes forever, but it will eventually come. We try to stock up every time we get low. This costs, it does vary a little bit, around $7.50 to $7.80 to use this.
It's a pretty good size envelope. You can fit more than you think in there, and it's also padded, which is why we like to use it. It costs a little bit more than just the the regular flat rate envelope, but we like the extra security of having it padded. For priority mail, there's a lot of different boxes. It can be very confusing, but if there's anything that has a name to it, so like this is called specifically the padded flat rate envelope. You can't change the dimensions or the size. For this one, you can fold it over a little bit and things like that, but it has to stay these dimensions. And it's a flat rate, which means however much you can fit in here, it's one rate. So it's usually like $7.80 for us to ship this out on Amazon. So however much you stuff in here, it's still $7.80. However much it weighs, it's still $7.80. Wherever it's going to, it's still $7.80. That's why we like these. So when we're figuring out shipping, if it's something that has very good margins, but it's more than 16 ounces, this is sometimes how we figure we're going to be shipping it out, because it's $7.80. So if our profit's really good, then we just go, okay, can we take that hit of $7.80?
If you can't use those, if your item just isn't sturdy enough for that padded envelope, then you use a box. You can just use a regular box and just use Priority Mail for that. Amazon does have what they call Priority Mail Cubic, which is a cheaper version of Priority Mail. I think it's just a corporate rate for Priority Mail. It's really nice to use. It saves you some money.
Cubic specifically is something that's small but heavy. So that's what goes cubic. A lot of our stuff, when we are selling things, if somebody orders a multiple quantity of something, so if they're ordering 3 or 4 sets, it'll go in a box, and that box will become heavy, but it's a small box. And so that's why it goes out cubic.
Other things you can get are these Priority Mail boxes that are free from the post office. This one is 13 by 11 by 3 inches, and these are nice and easy to just open up, and they have self-seal flaps on them.
So let me show you the difference. So this is just a Priority Mail box. It's not a particular box. Whereas the next one we're going to show you is particularly the medium flat rate box. So this one you can cut, you can put together, you can engineer this any way you need to.
You can cut your partners with it if you slide them down their face.
So like if you needed to put 2 of these together to make it long enough, or if you needed to cut slits to make it a little bit wider, to Franken engineer a box. What's that called? What do they call that?
MacGyver?
MacGyver a box. So if you need a MacGyver box, you can do it with this one, because it's just a regular flat rate box. But if something is specifically called like a medium flat rate box or something like that, you're not allowed to change the dimensions of those.
Yeah, you would have to select that exact choice for your shipping.
For this one, it's just regular Priority Mail.
Yeah, which also applies to cubic. You can use these boxes for any Priority Mail shipping, including cubic. Just not any of the flat rate or regional boxes. Those are specific, and you have to use those specific boxes if you're using that option. We don't use those options. These are pretty much the only 2 boxes we use for Priority Mail, other than our own generic boxes and then the flat rate bubble envelopes.
Yeah, we try to keep it pretty simple. The one nice thing, I don't know if you mentioned this, but all of these boxes provided by the post office are free.
Yes, you can go get them or order them online.
Which is really nice, because the cost of boxes does add up.
Mm-hmm. So as we said before, there is the medium flat rate box you can get for free. This does cost, I want to say $12.50 on Amazon, or like $14 or $15 if you're doing it yourself or through another site. Just Amazon gets that discount. We don't typically use this. Most of our items go cubic, which would be cheaper than the flat rate fee. But this is an option for items that probably would fit just perfectly in one of these boxes, and that would be pretty heavy. So, and again, these are free from any post office.
So this is what we use for merchant fulfilling. There's some other items we use when we're doing eBay, because some of our eBay items are larger. Again, when we are merchant fulfilling on Amazon, we try to keep our items small and light. That's where we find the profit is at. So most of the things you see here is for shipping small things. So we'll do another video on what we use for eBay, but these are the things we use for merchant fulfilling on Amazon.
And we have done the research on Amazon and eBay and found maybe not the best possible deal out there, but really good deals on all these supplies. We will link those below for you, so go ahead and click those links and check them out.
And these supplies, last we checked, are in stock, because a lot of the places are out of stock right now. With everybody merchant fulfilling, a lot of things have gone out of stock. Or if you have any questions, just comment below and let us know.
And thanks for checking out this video.
Give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye. Alright, do we have a little outline? It's like when Castle writes, it was a dark and stormy night.
Yeah.
Now what?
If it's something that you want to ship that's over 16 ounces, that
Yellow. This. I'll bring it back here so you can see.
there's 3 sizes of padded envelopes that we use.
Oh, this looks stupid.
We'll wrap the thing in bubble map.
So when we have priority mail that we need to ship, our favorite thing to use
Dun, 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 dun.
is the...
I like that.
Oh man, I did too. I tried to like not laugh.